Hey, just wanted to hop on and make a quick video because in the news, the A's have signed Severino to a 3-year, $67 million contract. Um, Obviously a little disappointing. A lot of fans wanted him back. Personally, I wasn't really one of them. I think we kind of got the best that we could out of him last year. I don't I hope I wish the best for him. I hope he does great things with the A's. I just don't see that production necessarily continuing or getting any better. I think you kind of saw the peak of what he can be from here on out. And, 3 years and a 22, $23 million AAV, that's a lot for a guy who's had one good year in the last five or six. So I just didn't see it being a really smart move. And if it's not a smart move, Stearns isn't going to make it. He's going to make moves that can help you this year, but also not bog you down for the future. So I think it was expected. I think Severino leaving is an expected move. Um, and looking at that contract, I think the next expected move, I think Manaea isn't going to be back. Because if Severino got 3 years, 67, I could see Manaea getting 4 plus for 25 million plus a year. I just don't see that being feasible with what Stearns likes to do. So we're looking for the replacement. We've got the Severino replacement already in Montas. I think that he's a guy who has the same or better ceiling than Severino. Another guy who's a reclamation project. He hasn't been great in a few years, but that the Stern's pitching lab that everyone talks about. We'll see how it really works. We'll see how Severino does with the A's, and we'll see how Montas does with the Mets. And now you have to go out and find Manaea's replacement. You have to find Quintana's replacement. Um, I hope that they're better options than what than the real lower end guys. But you're looking at guys like Walker Bueller, who is coming off of a down year after being out a while with an injury. So those are the kind of guys you're looking at. I don't see them going after big time free agent pitchers. I just don't think that's where they swim with pitching. They don't want to give 6, 7, 8 years deals with pitchers. And honestly, I think that's a smart move. There's plenty of guys out there that you can kind of strike lightning in a bottle and have a good year out of them. And I think that's what Stearns wants to do. I think he'd rather spend money on the offense and fill in the pitching where he can, and develop pitching. I think that's the most important thing. They want to develop their own pitchers, and we have a couple guys in the minors that aren't quite ready, but will be soon. So these are stopgap kind of guys. They're until our young guys are ready to come up. Um, I'm probably going to dig in more deep. I'm going to make another video going into specific pitchers that I think the Mets could be targeting and what you're kind of looking at with those guys, but that's to come later. This is just reacting basically to Severino signing elsewhere. And I know a lot of fans probably aren't going to be happy about it, but it was expected at the end of the day. I did not expect Severino to be back. I think maybe there was a hope that Manaea would be back, but after seeing the contract that Severino just got, I don't think he'll be back either. Um, Quintana, I wouldn't really want back. I think we saw his height. I don't think he'll ever reach where he even was at the second half of last year again. I think his pitches just don't. You could see in the playoffs when he had to face real good lineups, his pitches just weren't up to par. Um, so yeah, like I said, there'll be more in depth pitching situations to come. But for now, I just wanted to do this quick reaction and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Please, in the comments, tell me how you feel about Severino leaving. If you think it was dumb for the Mets to let him go, or you think they should have fought harder to sign him, let me know. And yeah, hope to see you guys again soon. All right, let's go Mets.